Hello students, we are studying 4th unit opening and operating customers account. In that, in our previous video, we have discussed about fixed deposit account. So we have seen what are the steps which are involved in opening a fixed deposit account. Now, in case of whenever the banker accepts a deposit from the public or from the depositors, what is the position, legal position of a banker? Banker accepts the deposit. At that time, what is the position of the banker? When the banker accepts the deposit, the position of a banker is only of a debtor. He is neither a bailee nor trustee or nor an agent of the customer. So when banker accepts a deposit from the public, he is a debtor, he is a borrower. He is not bailee, trustee or agent of the customer. See, for case study, on this point, case study may be asked when the banker accepts a deposit from the public, he is acting as, different options will be given. He is acting as bailee, trustee, borrower, or agent, like that. So you have to choose the correct option. So the position of the banker is only that of the debtor or borrower. He is not bailee, trustee nor agent. Now, if the FD receipt is lost by the customer, in case of loss of FD receipt, the banker can issue the duplicate receipt. Legally, the banker cannot refuse payment even if customer fails to produce deposit receipt. So these are the consequences of FD account. Now we are going to talk about the savings bank accounts. So in case of savings bank account, so what is the main purpose, objective of the savings bank account? So this account is started in order to cultivate the habit of or to encourage the people to save the money for future contingencies. So this account is useful for poor or middle class and salaried people. So these people, this section or sector of people, they save surplus amount from current income. Then they deposit it in the bank so that whenever they require it, they can withdraw that money. Bank gives interest on the deposits. Now we will talk about the procedure for opening and operating savings bank accounts. The first point in that is receiving application in prescribed form, introduction, obtaining specimen signature, receiving initial deposit, opening the account, and last is issuance of checkbook, passbook and pay-in-slip book. Now one by one we will discuss all these points. The first point is receiving application form in prescribed form. So what is an explanation? What explanation we have already discussed in case of fixed deposit account. Same explanation we can write it here. So the person who wants to open the savings bank account, he approaches the banker. He goes to bank. Banker gives him an account opening form. The person has to fill that account opening form. In that he has to mention his name, address, occupation and amount of deposit, etc. And he has to sign that form. Second stage, introduction. In case of opening a savings bank account, it is necessary that the person who wants to open an account, he should be introduced by someone. The banker must get true identity of the customer. So it's a relationship between the banker and customership. Customer is a relationship of trust and confidence. And before opening a savings bank account, the banker must get the identity of the customer. Banker must make it sure that the customer is a respectable person in the society. So who can be an introducer to a customer? So the customer of a bank, the person who is already the customer of bank, he can introduce the customer. Or a respectable person. So an introducer may be a respectable person in locality. Respectable person may be the mayor or president of Jilla Parishad, etc. These people may introduce the person, customer, to the bank. Or an employee of the bank who is known to applicants can be an introducer. So introducer person can be introduced by either the customer of a bank, the person who is already a customer of a bank, or he can be introduced by a respectable person in the society or by an employee of the bank. Then, third point is obtaining specimen signature. The person who wants to open and operate the account is required to give one or more specimen signatures to the banker. While honoring checks, bankers will verify the signature. So banks are required to take specimen signature of customer every 3 months, as the customer's signature keeps on changing every 3 months. Fourth point, receiving initial deposit. After completing the formalities of opening account, banker should receive initial deposit, which is payable either in cash or by check, or it can be drawn in favor of banker. Fifth point, opening the account. Banker opens the account in the name of applicant in the ledger of the bank after receiving initial deposits. So the banker opens the account in the name of the applicant after receiving the initial deposits from the customer. Then next point is issuance of checkbook, passbook and pay-in slip. So checkbook is used for withdrawals of amount as and when necessary or as and when required. Pay-in slip is used to deposit the amount. So when we want to withdraw the money, checkbooks are required. When we are depositing the amount, pay-in slips are required. And passbook is the record of customer's account. These documents, these things are issued by the banker to the customer. Thank you.